UK Type 31 frigates to be fitted with Mk41 Vertical Launch System. We also need to advance our ability to deliver lethal long-range offensive fires against our adversaries. Hence the decision to ensure the Mk41 Vertical Launch Silo is fitted to the Type 26, and, I am delighted to say, we intend to fit it also to our Type 31 frigates. This will enable potential use of a large variety of current and future anti-air, anti-surface, ballistic missile defense and strike missiles. The Type 31 seconds are already being built with the foundation structural seats for 4/8-cell Mk41 strike-length VLS modules. In light of justifiable accusations the surface fleet acts like porcupines, well-defended herbivores with limited offensive capabilities, the RM has now decided to equip the ships with 32 cells. This will provide commonality with the Type 26 frigates and the many users of Mk41 in allied navies across the globe. This is a good example of how the selection of the larger Arrowhead 140 platform was a sensible decision and demonstrates how Type 31 has evolved beyond its bargain basement, light frigate roots. If armed with the FCAS anti-ship land attack missile, the Type 31 will significantly increase its reach and firepower, mitigating much of the widespread criticism that these ships are grossly underarmed. The RM has always been vague about how many C-Scepter cells would be fitted to Type 31, but 32 Mk41 cells provide the option to quad-pack up to 128 of these missiles, although a mix-and-match approach with other weapons is more likely. One SL did not specify if the Mk41 cells will be fitted from the outset on Ship 1, but it would make a lot of sense and not greatly impact the construction schedule. The ship-launched Future Cruise Anti-Ship Weapon or Future Offensive Surface Weapon is supposed to be in service from 2028, and this would dovetail well with the entry into service of HMS Venturer and HMS Glasgow. It has not yet been announced if FOSS will be hypersonic or subsonic stealthy and have a range measured in hundreds or thousands of kilometers. The increasing adoption of Mk41 by the RN adds to the pressure on them to ensure this critical Anglo-French weapon development project is successful and delivered in 5 years' time. Equally important will be a funding line to purchase a good stock of missiles to fill the Mk41 cells to ensure the RN is not left with missile tubes filled with nothing but fresh air. The RN is acquiring 11 naval strike missile sets, the first of which will be fitted to HMS Somerset this year. NSM is a small, but highly stealthy anti-ship missile with a light land attack capability. As the Type 23 seconds are phased out of service, it is likely the NSM launchers will eventually be migrated onto the Type 31 seconds, further enhancing their offensive firepower. Like the Type 26, Type 31 has been entirely designed in 3D modeling software, down to the level of individual domestic plug sockets within compartments. Outputs from the 3D model directly drive the new PIMA pulse line manufacturing facilities in Rosyth. 3D modeling considerably reduced the risks during construction as equipment, pipe and cable runs have been routed and deconflicted in a virtual model before any building takes place. The 3D model also makes it simpler to adapt the design for export or upgrade, and already contains additional equipment that might be added. Original manufacturers have provided details to construct CAD models for items including the Bay's 127mm Mk45 Mod 4 medium caliber gun and the Thales Captas towed array sonar series. The gun armament is a good example of the new procurement approach. The high-level KCS laid down by the MOD specified gun armament to engage surface and air targets. The bidders were left to choose the weapons and sensors, and their proposals were evaluated by DTSL using tools including the Ship Air Defence model amongst others. SADM was developed by Bayes in Australia and is used by several navies for virtual simulation of weapons, sensors and electronics in complex above-water combat scenarios for testing purposes. The critically important selection of the gun systems for Type 31 took over a year, and all options available on the market were considered. Babcock Team 31 conducted their own evaluation of each, examining servo behavior, reaction times, fragmentation patterns and accuracy. Other aspects such as the weapon arcs, mission systems integration, deck-penetrating magazine support and reversionary control were also carefully considered. The base Bofors 57mm and 40mm guns finally chosen are not the cheapest solutions available but provide the best combined performance in relation to the KCS.